sport is an industry traditionally as well that, if you go back to Olympic times, it was the men who were competing in sport, and women weren't even allowed to watch the sports actually way back then. But for us as a brand and as an international brand, and we talk about diversity, inclusivity and equality in particular, we've reset Adidas, and our next 5-year strategic plan is called Own the Game. And, this past year throughout 2020, if you followed anything in the news, you could see that internationally there was a lot of topics around women's gender equality or around race equality. That was another particular topic. And this is, I think, really influenced international brands and I'm sure local brands on how we approach going forward to the future. And as a brand, we've relaunched what we called Our Impossible is Nothing, which was a campaign that we did a long time ago. But we've relaunched this not as a campaign, but very much as a brand attitude. And the really key point around this Impossible is Nothing is that it's around seeing possibilities for all in the future. So therefore, as a brand, we're really focused on how we can create a better place, and our mission is to actually change people's lives through sport, and that's all people's lives by seeing a positive future. So that encompasses it on a global perspective. So how do we then, within that, champion, I guess, women in sport in particular is a key focus for today's conversation. So what we've already done this year locally is we've had a women's campaign. And around that campaign, what we wanted to do is to really show women in a different way than what perhaps traditionally is shown through Russian media or through brands, and really show women not only just as athletes, but a diverse amount of women within athletes, and that every woman who wants to participate in sport has an opportunity to do so. And we worked with an array of I would say top influencers everywhere from Arina Gorbachova all the way down to some of our more local ambassadors that we have within Adidas. And the point really was to raise the agenda. And, within society, we say that women now are working, they're mothers, they're wives, they're partners, but they also want to have time for themselves. They want to have time for betterment, as we call it, and dedicate to themselves, and sport has an opportunity to do that. And I think also, sport globally has an opportunity to raise the opportunities for women. You'll find there's a lot of research that shows that women who participate in sport up to college level, university level, tend to be a lot more confident, and especially coming into the business world, I think that's critically important in terms of that development. So as a brand, as an international brand, we're trying to provide a platform that shows, let's say, the future generations that they have role models within sport, and traditionally perhaps in what are more considered men's sports.